Okay, so this is our first class, the course Phonetics and Phonology, this semester. So spring 2025, huh? This semester. Okay, so we already have our first class, or this is our first recorded class. We already have our first class, and we already have a generalized idea how we could attain our marks and what would be the criteria for this course giving you the marks. Okay, so we already have understood that. So let's begin to our study materials from this class onwards. Okay, pen and paper on the table, everyone. Okay, so welcome to English Phonetics and Phonology. Just forget EL 501. Okay, so hey, everyone, please read that aloud. What has written on it?
Thank you for not smoking.
Basically, it has been written then Q for not smoking. Well, grammatically, this is not correct. This should be thank and you. That means I am thanking you for not smoking or for abiding the rule. No problem at all. But here, it has been written then and Q. That means thank you. Well, phonetically, this is correct. That means the sound this is producing, the sound pattern these are abiding are correct. Then Q. Thank you, that means I'm thanking you, but they are saying then and Q. Well, the sound pattern quite similar to thank you. That's why phonetically this is correct. Well, I told 14 batch also. So this is a this is from a restaurant or a roadside restaurant, I could say, at Chennai. So I went to Chennai some days ago with my mother for some medical purpose. So then I saw this picture at there. There's a hotel and there's written thank you for not smoking. Well, if you do not understand the meaning, but still you can pronounce it, then you could say thank you for not smoking and thank you for not smoking are similar. Well, this is where Phonetics and Phonology kicks its start up, because we will be studying some issues regarding phonetics, regarding sounds and sound patterns, okay, in this course. So everyone, please draw your attention fully. Okay, let's begin. So the objectives in this course: to enable learners to develop an understanding of how different speech organs are used. Important. Describe the categorized sound segments. Yes, important also. Gain understanding of the pronunciation differences between native speakers and multilingual speakers of English. Well, this is also important. Become familiar with English spoken in casual and formal context. Well, this is also important. Transcribe speech using IPA. Yes, this is important, but this is not very important for an exam, because, okay, if we get time, then we'll be, inshallah, we'll be transcribing with IPA symbol. But if we get less time, then we could skip it. Okay, so it will be depending upon our performance and our time frame. Yeah, is that correct? Great. So identify problems of Bengali learners of English and design activities for ESL learners. ESL means okay, and these are the syllabus. Well, I want you to write down everyone quickly. Write everything. Write everything except transcribe speech using the IPA. Well, do you know what does that mean? IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. IPA. International Phonetic Alphabets. National Phonetic Alphabets. IPA. Please write it down, everyone. So this is the objective of this course. That means these are the things that we will be going to learn in this semester. Inshallah. So after the end of the semester, we all will be in the verge of mastery of these things. Inshallah. If Allah gives us mercy, as a creator gives us mercy. Oh, one more important thing. Hey, pause. One more important thing. So, Roman, carried away, huh? Okay, everyone done?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Do it fast, please. Thank you. So, let's talk about these objectives first. Develop an understanding of how different speech organs are used. Well, speech organs means mouth, and I mean, you will get to know these things. Mouth, your tongue, and many other things you'll get to know. So, describe and categorize sound segments. Yes, we'll be able to describe and categorize the sound segment. I mean, which sound is coming from where? Which segment of sound is differing from other segment sounds, in which way they are different, in which way they are not different, they are similar, okay? We will be able to describe and categorize sound segments after the end of this course, okay? Okay, then third, get an understanding of the pronunciation differences. Most important part. Please underline pronunciation differences. Gain an understanding of the pronunciation differences between native speakers and monolingual speakers of English. Well, yes, this is one important topic for your midterm examination also. Well, we will understand why some kinds of pronunciation differences always there between native speakers and non-native speakers. As we are non-native speakers, why we are not being able to pronounce some sorts of, some types of, some segments of pronunciation. Why we cannot pronounce the way native speakers pronounce that particular thing. We'll be examining those things also. Well, and this is one of the most important part for your midterm examination also. So please consider it very straightly. So, become familiar with English spoken in casual and formal context. Yes, well, this is one of the most important parts here. English spoken in casual and formal context. Well, some of the spoken parts, some of the pronunciation we usually use in casual context with our friends and families, and some other parts which is formal we use in the classroom, we use in the formal context like office or whatever is necessary. Well, some of us could know this. Well, I already have talked about this similar kind of thing in the written format. Yes, you can speak this in the classroom. You can speak in this way in with your friends. That means, I mean, for example, do not is the formal and don't is not so formal. We already have talked about that, and you guys know that. Don't you? Yes, sir, you know that. Well, and in this course, we'll be dealing this in a very collective way, okay? In deep, we'll be digging deep in this course for that reason. Okay, transcribe speech using the IPA. Well, if we get time, we'll be doing that also. But if we do not get enough time, we'll be skipping that. But IPA means International Phonetic Alphabets. International Phonetics Alphabets. Okay, this is very important for understanding phonetics and phonology. but if we do not get time, we'll be skipping that. So identifying problems of Bengali learners of English and design activities for ESL learners. Yeah, that's the most important part for your midterm. This one and this one. These two things will be the most important parts for your midterm. And why this happens, we will be questing for these questions throughout the semester. Well, very precisely, we'll be questing for that question before our midterm. So next, the syllabus. Organs of speech, articulators, categorization of speech sound segments, English short vowels, long vowels and diphthongs, consonant phonemes and their places and manner of articulation. Yes, there's a more important part. Consonant phonemes and their places, manner of articulation. Place of articulation, manner of articulation. Those two things we'll be dealing for phonetics most importantly. Hey, up. So, okay. So these are the things we will be talking about in this course. Phonetic and phonological characteristics of English consonant phonemes, yes. Different airstrip mechanism and state of glottis, yes. Three things we will be talking about. Number one, place of articulation. Well, what articulation? That means articulating sounds, mainly consonant sounds. Place of articulation, from which place this articulation is being articulated, is produced, okay? The production of sound. So, the place of articulation, the manner of articulation, that means in which manner the production is being occurred. And the state of glottis. Well, this is one of the most easiest parts, state of glottis, whether it could be voiced or voiceless in most of the cases. Okay, phonemes, phones, and allophones. Yes, that is one of the most important things we'll be talking about. Phonemes, phones, and allophones. Phonemes mean the smallest unit of sound segment. Write it down, everyone. The smallest unit of sound segment. Yes, we'll be talking about that later also, but yes, you can write it down. There's no harm of writing. The smallest unit of sound segment, phoneme. Phones and allophones also we'll be talking about. Minimal pairs, complementary distribution, overlapping distribution, and free variation. Yes, we'll be talking about that also. English syllable structure and phonotactics. Yes, if we get time, we'll be dealing that also. Strong and weak syllable. Yes, we already know that. Stress and intonation. Yes, stress and intonation. Why a native speaker speak in a particular way, where they put stress, where they put intonation, and why our speaking. Well, this is a speaking based course. You know that phonetics and phonology, speaking based course, sound based course. Sound basically can be heard or can be produced. Huh? So this is the course where we have to find out the differences between the sounds, among the sounds, and how we can produce those sounds in native style, or what are the problems we face to produce the sound in a native format. Okay, we will be dealing that in this course. So stress and intonation, these are some things that usually native speakers use in their speech. They stress sometimes, they use intonation to make their speech lively, not dull, banal. Okay? Well, some of you, if you are clever enough, some of you can see or some of you can understand that, well, our speaking is not as lively, as harmonious as the native speakers. Why? For that reason. Sometimes they stress to a particular thing, and sometimes they use intonation to make their sound, to make their conversation lively. Okay, so aspects of connected speech. Yes, the connected speech. The connected speech, that means hand back. Okay, see, hand back. Hey, we already talked about that. Yes, the connected speech. So transcription of speech using the IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. Well, if you get time, we'll be talking about that also. Identifying problems of Bengali learners of English. Yes, That's the most important thing for your midterm examination. Identifying the problems of Bengali learners of English. Why Bengali learners of English cannot speak properly just like the native speakers of English. Why? What are the problems? What are the solutions? What could be the solutions for those problems? Why those problems occur? We will be questioning for those answers throughout the midterm exam. What do you think? Okay. So, designing activities for teaching pronunciation, yes, we'll be talking about that, but definitely after midterm. Phonological theories, Trubatsky, Daniel Jones, Bloomfield, and Bloomfieldians. Okay, Trubatsky's theory is the most important part we'll be talking about here. If we get time, then we'll be talking about Bloomfield also. It's Bloomfield. Well, there's a story about Bloomfield in our class when I was a student of Department of English. So we'll be talking about that in this class, but definitely off the record, not from the record. Okay, so these are the syllabus, huh? Well, these are syllabus which is red marked. Red marks are very important. So the importance. Well, I already have talked about that, so there's no use of this slide. Okay. So what is phonetics? What is phonetics? Let's see. Phonetics is concerned with describing speech. It is the scientific study of the perception and production of human speech sounds. Write it down. Come on. These are some descriptions I want in your answer scripts for midterm. Exact the same. Exactly the same.
So can we say that phonetics is a study of human speech sound?
Human
Speech sound.
Well, just write it down first, then we'll talk about that. Yes, you can say, but it is good if you just write in this manner, okay? It will enhance your marks. 21%. 21% today. Amrin Khan, Azmi Khan, Azmi Khan. Are you guys sisters? Oh, great. Yeah. Okay, thank you. What is phonetics? Phonetics is concerned with describing speech. Well, describing speech is the main concern of phonetics. Speech means definitely human speech because no other animal in this world have understandable speech by human. Am I correct? Okay. It is the scientific study of the perception and production of human speech sound. Well, here human also has been written. Why do we need to study phonetics? To describe language that occurs in the world, to learn and teach the correct pronunciation, correct, quote unquote, correct, underline, correct by the natives. That means the way native speakers say or produce is considered to be the correct form. Is that clear? Yes. Great. To become a speech therapist, to make a bit of talk, okay, well, that's not very much important. These three things are important. Please write it down. The first three things. Speech therapist, yes. Well, yes, write it down. It could be familiar to us that some of us could not pronounce some sounds. It's very much, I mean, most likely happen with the kids. Yes. Or maybe some areas of Bangladesh also some areas, some people cannot pronounce some particular sound. Okay, in Noakhali, they name water as honey. That means pa sound or pa in Bengali. They do not have that particular sound in their language. That's why they used to say honey instead of saying pani. That means we need a speech therapist to teach them, well, pa or pa sound should be occur or should be described in this particular manner. Okay, that's why we need a speech therapist. Okay, so why do we study phonetics? This is important for your midterm also. Let's why do we study phonetics to understand language developers? Okay, yes, we already talked about that. Okay, yes, we already talked about that. Oh, different types of phonetics. These are the 3 types of phonetics. Yes, write it down everyone while I'm describing it in the slides. So, different types of phonetics. There are 3 types of phonetics. Yes, that's it. 3 types of phonetics. But we are going to be talking about only one type of phonetics throughout the whole semester in this course, and that is articulatory phonetics. We'll be talking about only articulatory phonetics and everything. Articulation, articulatory, place of articulation, manner of articulation, state of glottis. But apart from articulatory phonetics, there are two more phonetic system here, 2 types of phonetic here also. Second one is auditory phonetics. Number 3, acoustic phonetics. Well, for those 2 types of phonetics, auditory phonetics and acoustic phonetics, we need to have a lab, a language lab, a sound lab, which we lack here in our university. Sorry for that. That's why we will be dealing with the first one, articulatory phonetics, the place of articulation and where the articulators, how the articulators make those sounds, produce those sounds. Is that correct? Okay, the articulatory phonetics, the articulators, the parts of the vocal tract that can be used to form sounds are called articulators, the vocal tract. Okay, the vocal tract. Please write it down first, then we'll talk about it later. Okay, I want to ask something to you. So your WhatsApp group, does the weekend students also connected to your WhatsApp group?
Yes.
So for regular batches and weekend batches, we only have one WhatsApp group, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That means if we upload to the drive and give the link, then they can also, interview. Yes, that's right. They can also have that access, huh? Great. Okay, the parts of the vocal tract. Vocal tract means here, this part, mouth, teeth, lips. Okay, as we know, or as I've said earlier, this course is going to be an interactive course. Okay, you guys also have to have the participation. Where? Well, this is basically coming. You have to produce some sounds, and you guys will definitely fail to produce those sounds properly, and we have to reshape and reconsider, and we have to learn how to pronounce those sounds in the native format. We will not say the correct form or the incorrect form. We'll be saying the native form and the non-native form. Am I correct, Roman? Great. So, the vocal tract that can be used to form, that means formulate. Form means pronounce, produce. production of sounds are called articulators. Let's see, these are some articulators. Well, let me warn you for one thing. Let me warn you for one thing. Would you please come forward? Yes. Come forward. Sit down, sit down. Yes, sir. Oh, so basically, they were thinking that, oh, so he's going to take the class at 2 p.m. so we can go whatever we want to do, we can do. Oh, so it's a good idea if I take your classes sometimes surprisingly in another time. Yeah, that's right. See, modern problems is modern solutions. Huh? Okay, so where are we? Everyone. These are some diagrams. Oh, okay, let me tell you one thing. A diagram will be in your final examination. A diagram. Definitely a diagram will be in your final examination, but not your new midterm. So you have to draw a diagram. Well, do not be worried about it. Do not worry much about it because we will be practicing those diagrams in the class. Okay, so no problem. And there's a video uploaded at YouTube. Those two diagrams, so we'll be reusing that also. Okay, so let's see. Nasal cavity, that means what are the articulators or what are the organs that is accountable for producing the sounds in English or in any language. Okay, nasal cavity, definitely. Oral cavity, that means those whole part. Pharynx here, larynx, that means our vocal tract or our vocal cords. Do you know that? Our vocal cords and our vocal tract here in our neck, the upper surface of our neck. Yes. And the lungs, definitely lungs are definitely accountable because the air we need to produce a sound, lungs basically produce them for us. Okay. And here some of the portions. Yes, the uvula, soft palate, hard palate, alveolar ridge, upper lip, upper front teeth. Here, these things. The lower lip, the jaw, the vocal folds. Yes. To lung to stomach. Yes. There are two lines. One from one we inhale and exhale, and from one we take food and we puke sometime. Puke means? Vomit. Huh? Vomit, yes. Oh, okay, okay. Maybe some of you do not know what does that mean, puke, and that's why you haven't laughed. Okay, so, and the tongue. The root of the tongue, the back, the tongue back, the tongue front, and the tongue blade, tongue tip. Okay? So, these are some diagrams we'll be dealing with after midterm session. Not now, but it is no harm if you guys know these things from the priority, from now on, so that you can prepare yourself mentally. Okay, well, I have to deal with this after some time. Okay, yeah, that's the very easiest. That's the easiest one among those diagrams. It's the easiest one. Well, we'll be talking about that after midterm also. So the surfaces. Well, the name of the surfaces is very important. Really is very important. The upper surface, the 5 parts are there. Well, write it down. It's very important for your midterm also. What are the articulators? What are the surfaces from where we can produce some sounds? Number 1, upper lip. Hey, upper lip, number 1. Then, well, if you are clever enough, you can understand these things are coming from forward to backward. Upper lip, at the very first. Hey, touch your upper lip, everyone. Touch, yes, yes, upper lip. Come on, touch it. This is what your classroom performance is. Yes, upper lip, then upper teeth. Yes, the teeth. Then the alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge means the root of your teeth. The root of your teeth. Okay, and the teeth and the hard palate, where the teeth and the root of the teeth and hard palate meet. Okay, where the root of the teeth and the hard palate meets, there the place called alveolar ridge. Okay.
Yes.
Then the hard palate, definitely hard palate, talu, the hard palate, and the soft palate or velum. Yes, there are two palates. I mean, you can feel it is inbuilt within your mouth. There are some palate which is hard. Towards the place of root, there's a palate which is soft. Yes? Come on, feel it, everyone. There's a palate which is very soft. Well, we actually haven't started the laughing session yet. Well, this class is going to be horribly laugh with some of your actions. Definitely, believe me. Okay, write it down. The upper surface, you have 5 places distinctively. This is important for your midterm also. Done?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, see, these are the things. The soft palate, the uvula, the tonsils, and the teeth, the lip, teeth, the alveolar ridge is here. Maybe I should make this one alive. Yes, maybe I should make it alive. Yes, maybe I should make it alive. Okay, off the record. So, soft palate, uvula, tonsils, tongue. Yes, those who are not attending my class with 100% attention, I will definitely pick you guys and they will be here, and then I say, okay, just show us the soft palate, and they will be showing us in front of everyone. Yes, sir, this is my soft palate. Okay, the upper surface, soft palate and uvula also. Soft palate means we already know what does that mean. What is soft palate? Do you know what is soft palate here? Maybe you can show us some later part. Okay, soft palate and uvula. That means in the upper surface there are 7 places: upper lip, upper teeth, frontal incisors, the alveolar ridge, hard palate, soft palate, uvula, and pharynx. Pharynx also considered as the upper surface place of articulation. So these are the places of articulation which is in upper surface. Upper surface means there are 2 surfaces in your mouth. Whose mouth has 3 surfaces? How many surfaces are there? Huh? How many surfaces are there? 2 or 3? 3 maybe, huh? 3, great. He's saying 3. Okay. Write those 7 names if you haven't written it. Yes, I think I have to do it again. So, in my previous course, I have a very little recording, and most of the classes were off the record. I have to start it again. Okay. The uvula and the pharynx. Okay, done. So these are the names you have to write in your midterm scripts. And most importantly, yeah, the serial number should maintain properly and accordingly. This is not something like number 1 alveolar ridge, number 2 upper lip, number 3 soft palate. No. This is not going to be happening. Huh? This is not going to be happening. You have to maintain the consequential order. You have to maintain the order. Number 1 at number 1, number 2 at number 2. Is that clear?
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Great. Okay, the lower surface. Let's see how many are there in the lower surfaces. Okay, the lower lip, the lower teeth, the tongue. Yes. See, from frontal word to the backward. The lower lip, the lower teeth, and the tongue. Come on. The lower lip, the lower teeth, the tongue. And the tongue also, some parts, See, the lower lip, the lower teeth, the tongue tip, tongue blade, tongue front, tongue back, and the tongue root. Okay, the whole tongue quite looks like this, our tongue. Okay, the epiglottis. Okay, the epiglottis also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, 5 things should be there. Okay, no, there should be the 4 things. Okay, at the lower surface there are 4 things: the lower lip, the lower teeth, the tongue, the epiglottis. Tongue also has 4 parts: tongue tip, tongue front, tongue blade, tongue root. Is that clear? So you have to write those things also. Though it is not written in here, only the tongue, but you have to write tongue, then tongue tip, tongue front, tongue back, tongue root. 4 places. Is that clear? Come on, Ria, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the lower surfaces are here 4, but tongue has 4 also, so we could say, yes, 7 here also. So 7 parts. Lower lip, lower teeth, tongue tip, tongue front, tongue back, tongue root, then the epiglottis. Epiglottis means here one where the place where the glottal stops occur. That's the place we call epiglottis. Okay. So today we learn what is phonetics. Can you say what is phonetics? Anyone? Okay, come on. Not by watching your written scripts. Anyone with your memory?
A study of speech sound.
Speech sounds so great. The description of his speech. Okay. Why the study of phonetics is important? 1 or 2 points. Anyone? 1 or 2 points. Come on. One.
Speech therapy.
Okay. Speech therapy. That's right. Number 1. Number 2.
Learn
To make
and
or to
teach the
make
correct
notes.
pronunciation.
Oh, learn to teach the correct pronunciation. Correct means the native pronunciation of that particular language. Yes, that's correct. It's not basically happening only with the English language. It could be happening with any language in this world. That's why IPA, these are some symbols, which is International Phonetic Alphabets. It could describe any language. Any language, it could describe anything and everything they have within themselves. Okay, types of phonetic studies, 3 types. And what would be the type we will be working with? The first one, articulatory, that's right. And the articulators. The articulators, that means from where, the organs which is, considered accountable for the articulation, the production of sounds. Is that clear? Okay, so this is enough for our first class. Thank you. Stop it, yes.